on the Happy House, presented by Creative Kid Stuff. We're out with Amanda from Mama's Happy, and she's helping me find the best finds at garage sales and learn an easy way to turn magnetic trays and even simple cookie sheets into family message centers. And finally, we're visiting the High-Low Diner and having donuts like you've never had before. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Happy. I learned early on things are much easier with a little help. I also have a few tricks of my own to share. It's go time, people. Welcome to the Happy House, presented by Creative Kid Stuff. Amanda, I always see the best stuff in your store, but then you tell me, oh, I just picked this up here, I picked that up there. But when I go to a garage sale, I don't see anything like I see in your store.
Well, it does take being able to see it as you know it can be. So
Okay.
You're right. I hear that all the time from people, customers alike, that will say, I go to garage sales, I don't see this kind of thing. So I'm going to show you what you're missing.
Let's go. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's
I am
shop.
too. I need stuff,
Let's
Amanda.
go get stuff.
What are your tips for garage selling?
Well, you always want to get there really early. You want to be the first ones there. Generally, I'm not looking for clothing, baby items, and those are big things that other people are looking for.
Right.
We're trying to find someone that's in their later stages of life because that means they've had things for a really long time.
Okay.
Okay. So we're looking for old, cool stuff.
I see some stuff that might be
I know
interesting.
it's actually, I'm having a hard time just standing right here.
Let's get it.
I right away noticed in the free bin these old cookie sheets.
That's a treasure.
Okay, yeah, I won't be baking cookies on these. Not that I bake anyway. But how fun would these be if you would just attach a little hanging mechanism on the back, which is easy, and then they're magnetic boards in your kitchen. How
Love
cute
it.
would that
Well,
be?
I actually scour for magnetic boards at like thrift stores and things like that, but I end up paying for them. So, hey, $0 spent so far.
$0.
Check.
Let's make these into something
Yes.
fun. Here's another super fun find.
That
Oh
is
my gosh.
adorable. Open it up because I want to see what it smells like inside. It
Oh,
smells good.
It smells yummy old. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's not icky.
Okay, so this could
What
be
is that?
something really cute in your bathroom, right? I bet you we could rig something up in here where this holds product. Maybe it even mounts on the wall like a shelf. Yeah, I think this is coming home with us.
All right.
It's gonna be fabulous.
I cannot wait. This is adorable. So let's talk about something like this, because I have seen some tablescapes in your store, and I'm not saying that this is a thing to pick up, but is there anything that can be done with that?
So a lot of times what we'll do with these is we will buy them and then we'll pull off what we think is maybe a little tired and then just add our own new things because the base of the wreath is great.
For $2, you can't get a base of a
Yep.
wreath like that. And it'd be cute as a centerpiece with stuff in this.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I say we take, am I on a budget or
No.
are we just
Well, I mean, so far we've spent, well, $0.
$0, $2?
We don't know. Probably we spent $5 so far. Okay. All right.
My husband would even approve of that
Okay.
budget. Okay, the other thing that was catching my eye over here is this fabulous ladder. So now sometimes pieces like that will be sitting out. It's not even meant to be for sale. They just moved it out of their garage to get it out of the way.
Right.
But if you ask, sometimes they will say, well, sure, I didn't think anybody would want that. That's usually the stuff that I want. Okay, so here's something fun I would do with that ladder.
Okay.
So leaving it like it is and open and then adding some shelves across the rungs of the ladder could be super cute in a corner of a room. It also is cute even, you know, closed up and then propped up. It's just a great layering piece.
You can put blankets over the steps. I feel
Towels, you could do towels in a bathroom. Yeah.
so should we ask how
Let's
much it
ask
is?
how much that is. It's probably your husband's and she hates it anyway and she's would be happy to get rid of it.
All right. Yeah.
And then any of the furniture, I mean, I love, like that is great bones for old furniture.
Which one?
These guys.
Yeah, I like those too.
So, oh, $20. Yes.
Is that expensive or
No,
not?
that's a great garage sale. And then there's a set. So
Is it 2 for $20, do you think? Or
do you think?
I don't know. I feel like should we that's another thing. Do we negotiate?
I like to find everything that I want because then they're excited. They see you moving a lot and say, how about this
Okay.
for all of it?
All right.
Okay, here's another awesome find. All right, are you ready to hang that in your home?
You know, I'm sorry.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get these. We're going to take it all apart. We're going to use the frame for one thing. We're going to take out the print and use that on something completely different. When I finish with it, you're going to be sorry you didn't think of it yourself.
Really? Okay. We found some stuff. I found a dresser for $25. You've got a squeegee. I'm not clear what's going to happen with that.
Excuse me, I have 3 squeegees.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So now it's time to negotiate. Are you ready?
Yes. Okay, so here's what I always do. I quickly add up in what I've got, like kind of ballpark, so that you
Yep.
can say to them. Because sometimes if you walk up and say, would you take 50 for all this? They can't think that quick to
Right.
think, what is that too much of it, you know?
Yep.
So I like to come up and say, okay, everything I've got adds up to 65. Would you take 50 for the whole
Yep.
lot? Or, you know,
Yep.
so then they have an idea of, okay, yeah, I'll give you that much of a discount. And it's always good to garage sale with a friend so someone can stand guard, because you cannot set your things down, or they will be gone.
Like, I clearly needed a friend to stand guard of this, and my friend actually took it. So how is that helpful? Just-
Go with a friend who's not into this stuff.
So what are you interested in
Okay.
purchasing today?
Well, we found lots of goodies. Thank you very much.
Okay.
So we've kind of gathered it here. Tell me about the ladder.
Molly, how much for the ladder?
Free if she takes anything.
Oh.
So we got these here
done.
cookie sheets for free and a free ladder.
Yes.
It's been a good day.
Yes.
Amanda found these beauties for $1 a piece. Are you going to negotiate down to 50?
You know what? I have to be honest. No, I will not negotiate. That's a very fair price.
Okay.
Oh,
We
yes,
know
there
how
was
much
not a
this is.
price on the little suitcase.
Yes, correct. That was up at front, correct? And
Yes.
that was for free.
It's for free?
Yeah.
I can't even stand how much fun this is.
It's what we call the lost leader for getting people in
It
here.
worked.
Yeah, I saw that right away when I came up. So.
Okay.
Amanda, this has been fun, but I think what's going to be even more fun is figuring out what to do with the things we've purchased. Thanks for the tips. Thanks for coming along.
Absolutely.
I'm a little bitter about you stealing my saltine tin.
I'll
but
make it up to
I'm
you.
gonna, okay, thanks. For more tips, visit thehappyhouse.com. Coming up next on The Happy House, presented by Creative Kid Stuff. Learn an easy way to transform old trays or even a cookie sheet into a family message center. I have a really busy household, which means we have a lot of communication coming in and out. Some of it is email, but a lot of it is still on paper. Also, I'm old school and I like to print photos from time to time. So I'm always looking for ways to display things and change things out easily. I also like to shop for antiques and thrift store items, and am slightly obsessed with metal trays like this with vintage designs. When I'm doing my regular shopping, I've noticed a lot of boards and message centers that look like this but are brand new, and thought to myself, I actually could make that myself and pay about 20% of what I've seen them sold for. So I decided to get out my trusty drill and make a message board for my family. And then it turned out that people were so excited about them when they came to my house that I ended up making a lot of these for gifts. So it's an inexpensive gift and also a very purposeful item. This board right here is actually just a very inexpensive pizza pan that I bought at my local big box retailer. I think it was really $2.99 because I'm actually not going to cook on this, so I don't care about the quality. I used this chalkboard paint and sprayed the entire thing and just simply drilled a couple holes in it. You don't want to use a thin drill bit, you want to use a little bit of a thicker drill bit because you want to be able to then go ahead and put some ribbon through the front so you can hang it. So I'm going to do that right now. So I've got just a little bit of this green ribbon, and that's what's nice about this too. If you have twine or even like fabric strips or a scrap of ribbon, it doesn't take much to make this project. I'm going to go ahead and thread this through. And then I give myself enough room to tie a knot. Pull the knot tight. I'm going to cut this and then do the same thing on the other side. And you can just sort of adjust how long you want this to hang. So one idea is to make a grouping of a few different boards. So depending how high and how low you want things, you can just adjust your loop accordingly. So I've tied my second knot. And then I'm gonna go ahead and, of course, finish the ends off so they look nice. Easy breezy, just like that. One thing I also like to do is make magnets to go on my board. The important thing is to get something that is a really strong magnet. So I buy these heavy duty magnets at one of my craft stores, and I think I got this pack of 36 for under $8. So that's a lot of magnets. Then I went to my button jar and found just miscellaneous buttons. I actually am a person who has a button jar, but if you don't, you can typically buy sort of a tub of buttons, mixed buttons, at your local craft store for right around $5 to $6. And so these buttons don't have to have special meaning. We're just looking for colors and just different combinations. But then I use a heavy glue, and I just dip. I like to use a Q-tip. I dip my Q-tip in my glue, spread it on the magnet, and I do use kind of a lot of glue for the base layer, and then I plop it on there, and then I sort of embellish with whatever other colors I want on the top. And this is a great project for kids, honestly. This is something they can do because all of these materials are non-toxic, and it's just kind of a fun way to create something and personalize your own message center. So in the end, you then come up with finished magnets like this, which are really cute to use on your board, just like this one. So the other item to keep in mind is you can apply washi tape or duct tape to a board. And this is just a cookie sheet. You'll see, like, I haven't even done anything to it. I drilled my holes. I'm gonna thread some ribbon through here. The one thing you wanna keep in mind is when you drill your holes, you're gonna wanna have a hammer to pound down the rough spots on the front and the back, or you can use a heavy grit sandpaper to take that off as well. The other thing to keep in mind when you drill metal is there will be little shards of metal that do fly. So if you want to wear safety goggles, you can. Just be aware that metal will come off of here when you're doing the drilling. But this we've just applied some duct tape to and written kids' names, and then we just leave sort of to-dos for them. This is my favorite. Clean your room. Does anybody else want their child to clean their room? Because I'm kind of waiting for that to happen one of these years. Basically, then you can just sort of post what you need to happen during the day. So I've talked about drilling holes in a lot of these things, but if you don't want to use your drill, you can actually purchase these springy plate holders, and they're really great for just stretching a lot of times. And these are actually at your local hardware store. You might not even know they exist or where they are, but they are at your local hardware store, and you can then just simply fit them onto the tray that you want to display. So this tray is something I don't want to drill a hole in, but I do want to display and maybe even use my magnets on. So I've used the plate holder. Making family display boards or photo display boards is easy and fun, and what I love about this project is you can really customize it to yourself or the person you're giving a gift to. Coming up next on the Happy House, presented by Creative Kit Stuff, we are visiting the High-Low Diner in Minneapolis. You won't believe what they've done to donuts. Today we're at the High-Low Diner in Minneapolis. It's a brand new spot with lots of interesting things to eat. Look how cute it is in here. opportunity to talk with one of the owners, Jeremy, about this really, really cool place. How did this high-low come to be?
We teamed up with a group called Brownsmith, which crazily enough, they've got James Brown, the hardest working man in the restaurant biz now, and a guy named Mike Smith, and their offices are just right across the street.
Okay.
And there was a vacant kind of blight of an abandoned Taco Bell over here that they just stared at for years. And so James one day was just staring and he's like, you know what we gotta do? We need to buy a vintage diner and stick it right in front of the Taco Bell.
A lot of people build things to look old, but this actually is old.
It really is old, yeah. This is a 1957 Federo is the name of the brand. It was built originally in New Jersey. It was a truck stop on 2 highways, and it was open in operation until like about 7 or 8 years ago.
Wow.
So it's almost like buying a vintage car. We just knew like iconic and just what kind of a breathtaking thing this was going to be. So we really wanted to make sure that our food and the menu and the quality of our, the personnel and the training and everything was just going to all make this,
An
be
experience.
unequal. Yeah,
Actually,
absolutely right.
And
Great word.
I have been here now probably today was my 5th time. So
All right.
I came here. I love
Thank
it here. And the menu is incredible.
Thank you.
But there's lots of good staples on the menus, which again, the quality of the food here is so great. So burgers, sandwiches, all yes, all of it. But the differentiating thing is what we're looking at back here.
Yes.
Which is basically my dream come true. It's things on top of fried dough.
Yeah, these are called the high tops. They're really what we wanted to kind of make our mark in this incredible Twin Cities food scene and really do something that hadn't really been done yet. We love the combination of sweet and savory in all of our kind of businesses of what we're doing, and this is no different. You can get more kind of in a dessert variety with fruits and puddings and different kind of toppings and stuffings. But these 3 are among, I think, our more attractive ones and also among the best-selling of what we have.
All right.
So yeah, we start off, we have a bakery in the back, which is crazy.
So you bake everything here?
Everything is made from scratch
Pie
here.
crust? Don't
Yeah, yep, absolutely. They're actually rolling out the dough right now as we speak to make these high tops. It's actually not quite as sweet as a donut. It's holeless, so you get a little bit more bang for your buck, which we're hoping and people appreciate. But we start with that. And then, so we do anything from fried chicken and gravy and microgreens. There's a bourbon maple syrup on top of all this.
I have had this, and it seems like fried chicken on a donut with gravy, like, ooh, but
Right.
this is insane. It's so good.
It's by far number 1 seller of the high tops. And it's amazing how many people are just gearing to like roll the dice and say, yeah, let's dig in, let's do it. So yeah, absolutely.
What is this?
This is called the Yum Yum Yum. Normally we pride ourselves, I think, of having a little bit more creative of names, but we kept eating this. We're like, that's all we could say. So we're like, all right, well, apparently that's as good as we're going to do with this.
And what's on here?
So this is a braised Korean short rib, covered in a bacon there's a bacon slaw, and then it's covered in wasabi microgreens on top then as well. And then there's a simple sauce that we use for it.
It smells delicious.
It smells great. It's got a little bit of the sweet and spicy with the barbecue. And again, it's a really great compliment. And then just the texture and the mouthfeel, and you get the freshness of the microgreens. So it, this was kind of a new experience for us on the operations end where we like went out, we found a chef, and it's just incredible to have vague ideas of maybe something like that, and then to see what she's been able to do with everything,
That's what I was
really
wondering.
blows us away.
How you come up with these combinations?
Yeah.
A chef.
We have a chef, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And really, she showed up to the table with tremendous ideas. So it's more of choosing what not to put out here, kind of like with a cocktail program and things like that too. It's like, well, we're going to do a limited number, and while maybe number 11 is insanely good, it wasn't as good as the other 10.
Yeah.
So that's all we really kind of did.
That's a
you
really
know, to make
valid
the
point,
cut.
because you have to like make a certain amount of things really, really well,
Yeah.
and then you have to kind of cut your losses at that point.
Well, and we were really appreciative too of the flexibility that it offers, and so you can really take advantage of seasonal, offerings, blueberry seasons and things like that, and really have a lot of fun with them.
What is
So,
this?
this one-
I'm skeptical of this, actually.
Right. Yeah, this is really an eye turner, I think, when we bring it out. It's called the Chow Down. Chow is in Italian, goodbye. So we start off, it's a maple bourbon bacon,
Okay.
those 3 combinations of words. We have an heirloom tomato, some onion. This is fresh mozzarella. Then there's a balsamic on that, and also some microgreens on top as well. But you know, hopefully whatever you're after, whatever sounds, if you want BLT, if you want chicken, if you want, you know, whatever you're after, I think there's going to be something to appease any appetite.
And
for sure.
I think what's important to note is these donuts,
Right.
they are not sweet. I mean, there's a
They're a little
little bit of
sweet.
sweet to
Yeah.
them, but it's not like a glazed.
No, it's not a sugar rush or, yeah, not at all, not at all. So,
This is fun. I cannot wait to dig in and try some
well,
of
you
these
should,
things.
all three of these have your name on them, so please dig in as soon as we're done
All
with this.
three of these have
all
my name
three of
on
them do.
them?
We'll get
Oh.
you a shirt if you can get through them all.
It's time. Thank you so
Well,
much
you're
for
so welcome. Thanks for your
having
time
us.
here too. Anytime, our house is always open for you.
It's beautiful here. I
Yeah,
love it.
thank you. Yeah, we have 6:30 a.m. to 1 a.m., so we're almost open. Anytime you're going to be awake, we're going to be open. So,
Thanks, Jeremy.
all right. Thank you so much. Thank you.